here.
Sorry, I'm a few minutes late. This is the Saugus Board of Appeals meeting on August 28th. First thing I'd like to do is to mention that this meeting is being recorded. If anybody in the audience is also recording it, please let me know. I want to introduce the board members we have tonight: Peter Rossetti, Stacy Herman Durant, Chris Riley, Frank Federico, and myself, Tom Travis. The way we conduct our hearings are normally generally informal. We follow the agenda as appeared in the newspaper advertisement. If anyone is under some personal pressure and needs to be heard out of order, please make it known to the chair at this time. Noting none, I will continue. You are therefore planning to do something to your property that is non-conforming with the requirements of our zoning bylaws. There are 3 reasons that you come in front of this board: seek a variance for some dimensional relief, seek a special permit to do something to your property, or to seek an appeal against a decision of the building inspector. I've asked all the board members to view the properties and to be prepared to make the decision this evening if we have enough information presented to us at the hearing. Once the hearing has been made, the clerk will have 14 days to prepare the decision and get that decision to the town clerk to be stamped in and filed as an official record. Currently we don't have a clerk, so I guess I'm the clerk. So you'd have to contact me through Inspectional Services. You can speak with Dan Kelly, building inspector, and he can forward it to me, but we'll get that all worked through. Once the board has made the decision, the clerk has 14 days to prepare and get that decision to the town clerk, be stamped and filed as an official record. From the date the town clerk time stamps the decision, there's another appeal period of 21 days during which anyone who is not satisfied with the board's decision may file an appeal to the court. In this case, the judge will hear the case from the beginning, and acting in the first place, the judge will decide if the board's decision will stand. If at the end of the 21-day period there is no appeal, follow the town clerk. You get a copy of the decision, timestamped by the town clerk, and we need to record that copy at the Salem Registry of Deeds to get it recorded with your deed of record. Once that is done, you will bring the decision, which now has a recording of it, back to the Inspectional Services Department to request your permits. After completing the necessary paperwork and paying the necessary fees, the building inspector can issue your permit based on any conditions you put on it this evening. Does anyone have any questions at this point? Seeing none, I would like anyone who wishes to speak this evening to be sworn in at one time. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help me God. Also, to start the meeting, I'd like to have Frank Federico lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand if able.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Now, getting into the agenda, the first thing on here is a continuance on the petition of 206 Lincoln Ave Realty Trust, owners of the property at 206 Lincoln Ave, lot number 155, number 156, plan number 3016, seeking a special permit to build a 4,160 square foot building and variance for buffers of 15 feet, 15.7 and a 0 boundary line where 25 is required. The proposed install a 6-foot solid fence all 3 of these boundaries. And the petitioner is here as representative.
Yes.
And if you clearly state your name and address.
Seth Cohen, 1511 Man Road, Winsboro, South Carolina. And the owner of the property, Dan Patel.
Yes. My name is Dashrath Patel and I'm living in Stoughton.
Your address?
209 Bramble Bush Road, Stoughton, MA.
All right, thank you. All right, well, I think there have been some significant changes to the building.
Yes,
Um, My understanding is that you've pulled it back quite a way in the back,
yes,
and the side now has 15 feet, where 25 is required.
yes. We've centered the building a little bit, so we have, both sides now have a buffer.
Okay.
You know, we made the building smaller, but
Okay.
we cut off about 1,000 square feet of the building,
All right,
moved it off the flood area in the back of the property a little bit, so we're able to adjust the building so we're not in the water line at all now,
okay,
okay? In addition, with making the building smaller, it allowed us to create a little bit more room for, you know, the snow removal being pushed toward the back of the property. And we still are showing 13 spots, but I think it's only required now that we need 9.5.
Parking.
Parking, yeah, because the smaller building, for the 4,000 square foot building, it showed that we needed 13 spots. And we still are showing 13, but I think we can have a little bit of adjustment there now.
okay. Now, you don't have a copy of that plot plan, but Frank, could you pull it up?
Yeah, so I have that one.
Yeah, if anyone would like to take a look at the new plan, Mr. Coburn, I know that you're immediate neighbor, you might want to take a look at the new plan.
Sure.
He doesn't have a copy, but you can see it on Frank's computer if you want to step forward.
Yeah.
Want to do that now?
Please.
Yeah, if you can, go ahead. Peter, if you want to take a look at yourself.
Yeah, I'm coming. I'm gonna grab it.
I have it right here. Oh. So, okay.
So they pulled the building.
And I apologize, you didn't bring copies, but I wanted you to see the new plan.
Yeah, that's what. It's there. Vegetation buffer.
Oh,
There's the building. They, I believe they also cut for
Probably never.
Yeah.
3,400, which was about 1,000 less than prior. I can zoom it in too, but you're gonna lose some of it. But they have the buffer now, vegetation buffer to the property to the right hand to the left.
So there's no more parking against my fence? There's 15 feet still.
Green or something.
And
It
the
looks, we can confirm with them. 10-foot buffer.
10 foot, so,
Okay.
But there's a 10-foot vegetation
This over
buffer
here.
between, you're on the right-hand side of this
Yes,
there?
yes.
Yeah, so the plans are showing
15, don't they?
Yeah, exactly.
15.
Okay.
it was told, I was told 15.
It was 0, now it's 15.
Oh, it's 10.
The email we received on July 31st was 10 feet.
10?
correct.
Showing 10.
I'm going to speak on this.
10 feet's not.
Parking, this moved in,
So I think
Yeah.
Yeah.
so this shifted over.
Correct.
because there's a wooden.
Okay.
Okay, is
Still
that
got
their
the same
pool? Is that your
here.
pool, John?
Which way? Yes.
Okay.
Yep,
Okay,
So
you
yep.
gotta have any issue
Go any
with
further back?
the trucks coming in and out?
Because
Oh,
the
that's
fence
something we have
that
to
borders my property
Okay.
is a mess.
You
Yeah,
don't have
It's not even there, is it?
It's mostly falling down.
I'll mention that, they may be willing to,
yeah.
Yeah.
Colin, where
You
is
can get
the
a van,
a van, maybe.
but
where'd the
but
water
you're not gonna get
lines
a.
come from? They told us there wasn't any
We could
there.
get a box
No,
truck
I
in,
know.
right?
You remember?
We won't be able to get
Yeah.
it.
We know that,
No,
because that's what we
of course.
argued the last time, because they wanted to put that building. So
It's the
here's me,
sidewalk.
this is my other neighbor, this is part of our property. There's a neighbor
Yeah, that's
here.
something
Once
you can
they're
work
in
with
here.
Mike. Mike will work with you.
Your
after.
fence is
Talk
on
about it.
chain link, right?
He and I talked about that.
Because mine's.
He said you-
No, I have a patio fence, yeah, wood
His
fence.
hands are a little bit
But
tied
this
to it.
is-
Why?
I just,
I understand, I mean, we're
so
not,
this then
Yeah.
stays
You know,
green.
But I was hoping that you'd be
Correct?
early
Is that
morning
what
deliveries
Yeah.
or something.
well,
So
we
they-
can,
they have
no,
that
We
fence
can
there.
change the
You get a
time.
box.
Yeah, whatever customer
Because
required
that's a
time,
big
we
problem.
there
tell the
is not a
delivery
dimension
guy,
off the.
no allow before and
Yeah.
after
Yeah.
the
Frank,
hours.
where is the fence?
We do certain time.
Is it,
Yeah,
what's it,
we
a chain
should,
link fence?
it's an open.
Yeah,
link, so
that's a
This
chain link
says-
fence on my pool.
That red
It says stockade right here.
Yeah, okay,
so
stockade, and yeah, that's why I have a chain link fence. Where is the new fence?
and I do
going?
believe our engineer said we could.
Because they said they're gonna
turn
fence the
these-
property.
I would imagine it's probably gonna be on the property line.
Yeah, right on the
Yeah,
property line?
I want parking against.
Okay,
Okay, all right,
Facing the
because now we have
I
enough room to
think
pull
6
in.
foot is not
Right,
gonna cut it,
yeah.
it
Don't
has to
want
be
it-
an 8 foot.
An 8-foot stockade.
Yeah, and it should be, no, they
I
said
don't want
vinyl.
lights coming in.
Vinyl, but I think it should be 8
So-
feet.
That's, I mean, that would require a building permit. The other issue too is the light heights in the wind. So, I mean, they do it in commercial all the time, but just know that like the wind will.
We'll make it more like a parachute. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear what you're
So
saying.
it's a, I mean, it's a trade-off, you know?
All right, so my fence is here. And where is, there's a 10-foot bone? They told me.
Based on this
15.
right here, see this kind of in the red circle right
Yeah, I
here?
see it, yeah,
Okay, looks like I'm getting.
Do you think that, I mean,
See you guys later.
10 with the vegetation buffer?
yeah. We say vegetation, but was that landscaping?
Yeah, exactly. I could make a motion to potentially do shrubbery there if that, okay. Would you be okay with the 10-foot if there was some type of evergreen there?
Let's have a meeting out here, John.
Yeah, let's,
Let's get back out here.
All right, let me,
yeah.
Get some water.
okay.
Thank you, Frank.
Absolutely.
Thank you, John.
Yep.
Mr. Chair, can I make a point of correction on something
Yes.
you said? So you stated that you reduced it by 1,000 square feet, when actually it's only 760 square feet.
Well, it's the up and top, first,
Oh,
both,
so you're talking the first and second?
first, yeah, the basement and the,
The
yeah,
square
first.
footage wise?
Yes,
It's only said, reduced it by 760 square feet?
yes.
Okay.
So I do believe it brings it down to
Like the
what the
blueprint.
original size was, or very close to what the original building was, just in a different spot now.
Okay.
Do I have questions from the board?
Well, it's a little tough to review this. Everyone's looking at something different, maybe doing this piecemeal. I'd like to hear what the changes are definitively from the applicant before any further discussion.
Okay.
We've pulled the first thing we did is we pulled the building off the water line, but by reducing the size of the building itself and putting it on an angle as it is now, we've been able to pull it out of the flood zone that everybody was concerned about on the back of the lot. By reducing the size of the building, that also created it gives us more buffer on the right side of the building against your house. All right, so now, before we were looking for 0, we had a 0 buffer, now I think we have 10 feet. We have tried to, after having the meeting last time, we did try to address all the concerns about the size of the building, the parking in the building. We do believe that we can turn the spots now to face the building, so they're not facing your house, just so you know. But that's the engineer's on vacation until Tuesday, so we did not get the comments back from Mike until yesterday. So we were very short notice here on trying to pull this together. But we do believe with the size of the building that we have, we don't need 13 spots anymore, we only need 9. So that means we can spread the spots out a little bit better. And we're pretty sure we can have the cars come in and face the building now, rather than have the lights heading toward their house, which I know was a concern that we spoke about. Pulling the building off the water also helps us with, the flood area that everybody behind us is concerned with, because now we're more in the original size and we're not dispersing as much water. Like with the larger building, we're dispersing much more water, obviously. So now it's back to where originally it was. So we feel good about that. We did not touch the front of the building at all. The sidewalks make it very restricted for us, where there's no sidewalks now, but with the new code here in Saugus, we have to put the sidewalks in. And it does make it very restricted in the front of the property for us. Because we can't push the building back anymore, and we only have so much room in the front.
Yeah. Okay.
So we have tried to address, what the concerns were that, last month when we were here. I think our engineer, we feel, did a good job trying to, just make it so that, everybody's okay with it.
My question too, we talked about fencing and such. And I think the neighbors were looking for as much as 8-foot of fence, and you mentioned in here it's just like 6 feet. Do you have an objection to putting up an 8-foot fence?
Nope, not at all.
It would have to be tapered down in the front for safety. So when people are taking turns in and out, you understand that, Mr. Coleman? That 8 feet, I think, I know your wife mentioned she wanted an 8-foot fence.
Yeah, no,
We're not gonna argue with her, right?
No, we'll do 8 foot in.
8-foot fence, but it would need to be tapered
Tape it
down
in,
at the end.
yes.
Just for safety, of
Right.
course. And inside the fence, I would think arborvitae's or something along those lines.
We've done some fences where they were blackened, so to speak, where the light doesn't shine through them.
Okay.
We want to put, there's a few things that we've been discussing. Obviously, evergreens obviously are hardy, they start small, but they do
Right.
get hardy
Take your time, yeah.
in time. That's one of the things that we were discussing up along the fence.
Okay,
We also discussing some of the, and I forgot the name of them because I'm not a happiness, but the water eating, those bushes that eat up a lot of water. We want to, I forgot the name of it, the engineer told me, he's like, we can plant these bushes that use a lot of water in the roots.
okay,
So that's something that we're looking at to probably do along the back line of the property.
okay.
All right, just, again, I forgot the name of what he called them.
That's all right.
But he said that's something that we can definitely look at to help control some of the water. He also wants to take down pretty much all those trees in the back, okay? Like the place looks horrible in the back. He wants to try to clean up as much of the property as possible, and he'll fence in if needed. He'll
Okay.
take the chain link down and put,
Some type of 8-foot fence.
around the whole property,
Okay,
okay?
on 3 sides.
Yep.
All right, anything else from the board?
Oh, go ahead.
Through you, Mr. Chairman. The plans don't denote the distance between the flood zone and the building currently. Do you happen to know that dimension?
I do not have that in front of me.
Okay. And Mr. Chairman actually touched on it, but doing some type of arborvitae along the fence line, I think that would, I understand that the light won't shine through, but I think it may dampen engine noise as well. And lastly, which is just a suggestion, but I would probably see if you could work with the neighbors. One of the neighbors had mentioned on the back of the property that the fence is quite dilapidated.
Yeah.
So instead of, I would hope, and I don't see it being an issue for you guys, talk to them and maybe actually take down the dilapidated fence and replace with
That's
the,
what we, yeah, we
don't
want to
just
take
put it
that.
in front of the fence, you know what I mean?
Yes,
And then, yeah, I mean, the parking spots getting cut down. So you're saying they could potentially not have parking on the abutter's side at all, you would just move them to the building?
move them to face the building.
I mean, I think that would be the ideal situation. I would say if you do that, if you do end up doing that, if you could still do some type of vegetation buffer, again, just.
We're gonna do that either way.
Excellent.
Okay. I do want to address the delivery situation. The building commissioner was adamant in that there's to be no parking on Lincoln Ave when there's deliveries. That any deliveries have to be, done within the parking lot. And you can deal with that with possibly using just box cars or vans or for delivery or something like that.
Yeah, it's
I know it's kind of off certain hours of the day.
the truck. So, do you get your deliveries at 18 well?
Yeah, it's really they come 18, but we can't tell it's the 8 small trailers. Yeah.
What do you propose?
Well, he says that we can, our suppliers, so in the liquor business, there's very few suppliers, but we
Yeah.
can let him know that no 18-wheelers.
No 18-wheelers?
Yeah, that's something that he says he can make those arrangements. If we get a box truck, we can get in, we can definitely get a box truck in and
Yeah,
out
we try. Yeah.
before hours, you know what I mean?
Right,
Yeah.
and Mike said he'd work with you on the curb cuts, on what's required and such.
Okay. All right. Because if we could make the curb cut a little bit larger.
Well, that's something.
Yeah.
You need to discuss that with him.
Where-
Okay.
Where's your receiving door gonna be located?
Well, to through the front door. That's what we have now, you know. We originally were gonna try to do something on, if you're facing the building, on the left-hand side, but it's tough. We're just no room there, you know. So we're gonna be coming right through the front door.
Are you able to potentially schedule your deliveries before, say, 11?
We'll have to do that because we want them in and out, we want the deliveries in and out before
I'm
customers are
thinking
in.
maybe the receiving door might be on the right side. You could back a straight truck right into that.
Well, that's on the right side of the building, that's our pay area, so we really don't want a door on that side of the building. We find that if there's any access behind your register, people figure out how to get in there.
Okay.
But we can make arrangements, you know, the vendors are pretty good, you know, he's been around for a long time, he knows all the liquor industry, you know, he's been doing liquor stores for
Any parking
30
on
years. 30 years.
parking on the street would be extremely detrimental to traffic, so
Yeah.
it will go noticed, you know.
No, again, if we do it before the store opens, we can get a box truck in.
Excellent.
Where are your other locations right now?
And one in Stoughton and one in Bantry. Bantry Market and Delhi. Bantry.
Braintree
Okay.
and Stoughton, and then where's Dorchester,
And Somerville.
Somerville,
Somerville.
Dorchester.
In Somerville?
Yeah.
Because I know, people that ask, sometimes they like to take a look
Yeah.
at your other
Yeah,
locations to see
in Somerville.
how those are run.
Good.
But they're excellent locations.
So if you can provide at some point those addresses
Yeah, sure.
of your
Nine.
other locations to me.
You want me to
If somebody
email?
wants to take a look at them,
Okay.
they can go out, do a drive-by on them
Okay.
and see how those are run.
They can stop in, he'll give you a free water.
Mr. Chairman,
Anything else from the board? Chris?
you mentioned about moving the parking spots from not facing the neighbor's house
Yeah.
to facing the building now.
Yes.
When they're facing the building, are they gonna be perpendicular to the wall? They're gonna be angled?
Angled, sort of like the way the front is, it'll be the same. So with the less amount of spots, we can do away with the one spot on the corner. And then the other spots can come in on an angle that way.
And how many are you planning to have against the building?
I think
That
we were
side?
talking 4. So right now, that side of the property shows 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We do believe the number that required for the square footage now is 9.4, is what we think the number is.
So these would be 10 then?
Yes.
Have you discussed ballards with the building inspector alongside the building or where any of the parking?
No, but we typically do those anyway.
Okay.
We've had issues with cars through windows and, you know, just typical store type of stuff, you know?
Yeah,
So we usually try to put something up, you know,
just for safety.
just for safety. You know, in the grand picture, it's not a huge cost to
Yeah.
add one for every spot.
It's cheaper than fixing the hole in the building.
Yep.
Mr. Chairman, one more. If you're gonna put those 4 spots angled against the building now, they're gonna block your dumpster pad. You gonna move that?
The dumpster pad is only, you know, one pickup a month, or one pickup a week usually. So we can normally make arrangements with the trash people to come in before customers are there. You know, we don't wanna move, you know, we only have a very small window to move that dumpster pad over toward the property line, because we have to keep that fenced in. So we can move it over a little bit, but it won't be a big number unless you guys let me put it right on the fence line.
What are your store hours going to be?
6 to 10, what do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, 6 to
6 to 10 or
10,
something like that, but
10:30.
6 to 10?
yeah, but we,
That's
6 a.m.?
6
That would
a.m.
be, the selectmen would deal with that, I believe.
Yeah.
Something that we
You're gonna
don't.
open?
you-
6 a.m.?
you don't-
No,
Liquor
no,
store.
we
Liquor
don't.
You deal
No,
with
no,
it.
no,
Yeah,
no
we
liquor,
deal
they're
with
supposed to be
regular
water.
hours,
We
but-
don't sell liquor.
I don't
We're
know.
not gonna deal
No,
with
yeah,
it.
they don't sell liquor at that
They
time.
we don't sell
Liquor
liquor.
does, you know, just
Liquor
the,
on
yeah,
town time, like 9, yeah,
whatever
10
your
o'clock
liquor store
start.
hours are.
Right,
Yeah, 8.
8, you know,
Different town have different time.
yeah.
okay.
But we will have
What your
convenience items
license
too.
come
But
out
you'll have
time?
other items?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Lottery, can be, you know, cigarettes, whatever, you know.
That's 7 days a week?
And no, Sunday we change the time, 9 to 6 something.
Any other questions from the board?
Yeah, just 2 cents on this. I would like to see this plan a little further developed. It's not clear where the parking spots on the side of the building are gonna go, how they're angled. You can say it's only once a month, but it still blocks the dumpster.
Mhm.
And it's not clear how far is the dumpster from the building.
I think that was on the original plan.
Just so you know, Mr. Allen, the petitioner mentioned they didn't meet with their engineer this week, so they weren't sure they were gonna be ready tonight. And I said, well, let's go through it and see how far we get.
Yeah, it's a useful
Because
discussion.
we might look to continue again.
I think we're
Well,
closer.
let's see how much we can get done tonight.
Yeah, I would feel better having this in front of us so it's clear.
A good plot plan for us. I agree, I agree with you.
And with whatever that, if we were to
I
provide a
agree, but
drawing.
I think we're making progress tonight.
Yeah, I agree. If we're gonna do another meeting, or the next drawing you provide, can you call out that space?
For the,
Between the building
between the
and-
building and dumpster?
Yeah, please.
And also the building and the wetlands too,
Okay, hold on, let me, I
or
gotta make some
flood
notes.
zone rather, excuse me.
And if you could bring plenty of copies for people.
Of course.
Mr. Chair, can I also make an addition for the landscaping too?
I'm sorry, Stacy.
For the landscaping too, the plant.
Do you want to see that on the plan?
Yes, please.
Dumpster.
Anything else from the board before I open up to the audience?
Actually, to that note too, maybe just a cut sheet for the fence to see. Are you guys just doing a white vinyl fence?
We
or-
like those, if that's gonna be okay with you all.
Yeah.
We,
That's fine
the
then.
white vinyl keeps it nice and clean,
Okay,
and easy to clean too.
fair enough.
Build,
What's your plan for the landscaping in the back of the property? I know you said
he
you
wants to clear out the whole thing, you know, and put, there's, again, the engineer told me the type of bush there is that we can use, but there's some bush that they use in high water areas that eat up a lot of the water.
So do you want to cover the entire area with that bush, or are you going to do a grass that needs?
Probably
Grass-
grass and then bush.
Okay, cool.
You wanted the building between the water line and the building, correct?
The water line in the building, I think Mr. Riley wanted the distance between the dumpster pad and the building. Maybe the size of the dumpster pad too.
Yep.
I
I think that's on my, yeah.
it's on here. Right now.
Oh,
That's in the original plans?
Landscaping.
I'm looking at the updated, yeah. So maybe on the final set of plans, the pad size, and then, Ms. Herman, I think, wanted the, landscape plan.
Just one more from me, Mr.
Sure.
Manager. Mr. Chairman. The max height, the proposal on the original drawing was 18 and a half feet. Is that still the plan?
For the what?
Height,
Of the,
building height?
Building.
yeah, it hasn't changed.
That hasn't changed?
No.
Okay, thank you.
I want to open it up to the audience now. Anyone in the audience like to speak? Mr. Middleton?
Peter Minigan, Town Meeting Member, Precinct 10. I represent this neighborhood. In particular, I've heard from Ms. Scazzarella and Mrs. Scazzarella and Mr. Coburn. You know, I hear the phrase, short notice was used, something we are looking at, and they've had a month since we were last here, and we were told that they would meet with the neighbors on the site. And that, I remember you, Mr. Chairman, saying to the clerk at the time that when they called to have that message go out. Well, I've asked the neighbors if they have heard anything, and they haven't. Now we're having a piecemeal plan that your members clearly have identified as incomplete, come forward, trying to fit a size 10 shoe in a size 8.
To come back to, I know that they were waiting for the building commission to get back to them.
Right.
And that didn't happen until Tuesday of this week. So that's what that's what the holdup was, setting up that meeting.
Well, I guess the purpose of the meeting is to hear from the neighbors what they would like to see. You're putting a liquor store in the middle of a residential neighborhood.
A liquor store that's been there, there's been a liquor store there for 60 to 70 years.
Well, I know you want to try to memorialize everything that's been done in the past. It's been gone for 2 years, and so it's non-conforming at this point. But we see, we have a liquor store at Cliftondale Square, one at Cogliano's Plaza, and one at Lynn Liquor Mart. And I guess maybe we do need another liquor store on Lincoln Avenue. I don't know. But what we don't need is to try to jam an oversized building that cannot comply with buffer zones up against neighbors that are paying the same taxes as everyone else in this town. They have a right to the quiet enjoyment of their property without having lights shine on them, excess water going in the yard, and so forth. What I'm suggesting is that these plans should be put aside, meet with the neighbors, understand the constraints of the lot, and then have an architect put together a plan that addresses the concerns of the neighbors. If this must be voted, and you probably will, then those concerns should be front and center on a piece of paper that you all have. So I understand you want to make progress tonight, but you know, the style of the fence, what the footprint should actually look like, if the sidewalk can be adjusted. I know the Public Works did not have the sidewalk put there. That conversation should be part of a plan that would be developed after the neighbors are heard. What I'm asking you to do is to, as you've suggested, to continue this for the specific purpose of having them meet with the neighbors and then come back with a plan. And so next month when we come back, and we will come back and say, okay, does this match what the neighbors brought up at the site hearing? That's all. Involve the neighborhood.
We talked about the
Right.
We did that last month.
What?
We did that last month.
Yeah, and we did it just a few minutes ago.
I mean, the fact that it hasn't occurred yet, well,
Yeah, we're gonna continue it. Anything else from the audience? Mr. Coburn?
Sure.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. John Coburn, 208 Lincoln Avenue. I am on the bottom on the right-hand side. The only concern that I have right now tonight is, and you addressed some of them already, my other concerns. So the only one I have left, to be honest with you folks, is you promised a meeting with the neighbors, and I understand the paperwork didn't come in time or whatever.
We got it, yes.
Okay. An agreement was an agreement, that we were supposed to meet together at my house and put our heads together. That's my one concern. Second concern I have is, Dan, when I first talked to you on the phone, I had you confused with the Patels, the previous owner. And I told you my feelings about them. They weren't very reputable people, I'll leave it at that. The tree fell down, you came right there and took care of it right away. No problem, I thank you for that. But there was also a set of bushes that was growing through my fence, coming into my pool. And we talked about that, and somehow it just fell by the wayside. I just have to trim it every week to keep the leaves out of my pool, my filter. Could you please have your landscape next time you come take care of that? I would appreciate it. And the last thing I want to say is the last Patel family were the landlords from hell. And I'm putting it very mildly. I hope that you aren't going to continue that trend, because they ruined our neighborhood. That, not the liquor store, the ownership ruined our neighborhood. So I don't want to see that happen again. because in my own feelings is, to be quite frank with you, is everything gets dumped on the east side. And we're the east side of Saugus, and we've had enough. We want to start lifting our neighborhood back up. Okay, thank you very
Well,
much.
I mean, if you wanna set up a time for that site visit, we can do that tonight.
Well, you have, you waiting for more paperwork or
I
something?
know it didn't come in, it came in Tuesday.
Okay, can we do that?
Can I address that?
Sure,
Okay.
come right up.
So, when we were at the meeting a month ago,
Yeah,
and we said we wanted to meet with all the property owners, it was also suggested that we make up plans and get them into the town for review. We did that right away, July 30th or 31st. And it took a month for us to get the comments back from the building inspector. And we wanted to be able to bring a full set of plans to make sure that we were talking to everybody when we were on site to see what we were gonna do. And we just did not have that opportunity. Again, we got his comments yesterday at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We wanna meet with everybody, we wanna make sure that we're working within the, you know, the community, okay? All his other stores are in neighborhoods. You know, everything he owns is in a neighborhood. And his stores are neighborhood locations. And that's how he's operated for, I mean, I've known him for 30 years. Okay, so, you know, I want to assure the neighbors and the abutters that we want to work together. Okay, we just didn't have, and I don't know what happened to Stephanie. I emailed her and she, okay. Okay, so nobody, her emails just bounced back to me now. So, I didn't know who to contact after that. Okay, so because I was told to make the arrangements through her
okay.
Mm.
to set up the meeting
All right, well,
with
let's
the,
set it up.
okay, all right.
When would you like to do this?
Yeah. I mean,
Wanna do it a week from Saturday?
you.
Not this Saturday, but next
They want to meet with you
Saturday.
on site,
Oh, okay.
all the abutters.
Saturday.
And
With the new
so-
plans or
The
without?
6th is no good for me. My elderly mom's moving into my house, so I'm tied up.
Well,
all day.
congratulations.
That's not a good day?
Yeah, so 6th is no good. That's a Saturday.
Okay,
So anytime around that.
all right.
Does it have to be on a weekend?
I just mentioned it for convenience.
Okay.
That took me for me.
He's easygoing.
Anytime I can.
The 13th is Founder's Day. That's the following Saturday.
Well, I don't wanna go out that far right.
Okay.
You wanna try a week from tomorrow, or Friday?
Friday is fine.
Is that
would be
gonna
the,
work with people? I know it doesn't for you, Chris.
Well, I'm not sure if it does or it doesn't.
It's at the,
For me,
the,
it's not really even a site to visit. It's an empty lot. I've been there a few times already, I'm not sure what we're going to visit. I think the point of the matter right now is a meeting with the neighbors.
right.
All right.
Then that requires the board. I don't mind going, but I don't see
I
what
drive
the
by
point
it.
is.
I drive by it every day.
Well,
So, I mean, we
why don't
can,
we set it up a week from tomorrow?
so tomorrow is the
It would be September 5th.
September 5th. Does that work for everybody, or?
Is that what a week from tomorrow is?
Yes.
All right, mid-afternoon, what's good for people? Late afternoon?
Anytime is good with me. Every time.
Did you say the 5th?
Me too. Does 3 o'clock work? I'm looking, I know that you have work obligations,
I do.
Carl.
A lot of them over there.
I know, I'm just saying.
About 1,300 of them over there.
That's what I'm saying, in late in the,
Yeah, 3:30 would be better for me.
Okay, that's why I'm
I might
asking.
be able to get out of my school at that time.
That's why I'm asking.
It's early in the
Want to
morning.
say 4 o'clock?
3:30 is good.
We could say
Friday.
we could say 4 o'clock, okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
4 o'clock on
And
Friday.
that was the 5th, Mr.
Now,
Shea?
do you wanna meet right at the
4
site?
o'clock on the 5th, we'll meet right at the site. Just so people know, you cannot, because of open meeting laws, we cannot, members of this board cannot deliberate at the site.
Okay.
All right, if you neighbors want to talk with one another, knock yourself out, you want to talk with the wife, but you might see me leave if you start talking about things, because it's an open meeting violation.
We will bring copies of the plans, you know,
Right.
real copies, so for everybody, they can have a copy.
Can I make a suggestion, Mr.
Yes,
Chairman?
Peter.
Can you get some tape or lime or whatever to mark out the footprint of the building, where your proposed buffer zone line is going to be, and perhaps the other things, the dumpster or whatever the others ask for, so that we can visually see not only the paper plan, but what that site would look like. You know, you can caution tape on the ground, whatever.
Our engineer's coming back from holiday on Tuesday afternoon, so he'll have to make arrangements with the surveyor. Right now, the property is staked out to the original building that we suggest, the original building. I do not think the surveyor has restaked it with this set of plans yet.
So you can't do an
I don't,
approximation.
I can't, I'm not that exact when it comes to measurements. That would be something that I'd have to rely on the engineer to take care of, just to make sure.
But he should be able to do it by the 5th.
I hope so. I can't speak for him until I talk to him on
Okay.
Tuesday.
Well, that's what we're looking for, to have it staked out.
So you want the property line, the buffer
I
zone?
think I'd like to see the buffer zone, where that's going to be, what the building footprint's gonna look like. Dumpster, you get an idea of what the parking's gonna look like. Visuals go a long way.
Anyone else from the audience? Mr. Sereno?
Well, Mr. Chairman, board members, I just want to thank the applicant for willing to work with the neighborhood, and Mr. Riley for wanting to put this on a plan instead of
Right, yeah,
what
we
we're going to
planned on
do this.
continuing, we thought we were gonna have to continue.
Yeah, that's the right move, and I want to thank you for working with the neighborhood. And reducing the size of the building like we all suggested at the last meeting. Thank you.
Yeah. Anyone else from the audience? Okay. Do we have a motion to continue the hearing? Make a motion for site visit on
Second.
September 5th first?
Yeah, motion to continue and with a site visit scheduled for September 5, 4:00 PM at the site. You gotta be careful parking when you go there. And they will provide plans, they will have the area staked out, showing the area of the building, the area of the dumpster, and the parking. And at that time, you'll also know what the landscaping is gonna be. And you'll also take care of the bushes that are growing through the fence.
Think you got it?
I think that's it.
Okay, and so the hearing, this is continued to our
Continue to our
August, September meeting, which
September
is
meeting, which would be September
the 5th,
25.
September 25th.
Yeah.
I'll second that.
That's been seconded. Mr. Riley?
Yes.
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 Mr. Herman Durant, yes. Mr. Federico?
Yes.
Mr. Rossetti?
Yes.
And myself is a yes. Okay? So, see you on the 5th at 4:00 in the afternoon. And I just want to remind people that of the open meeting laws, how we can't deliberate that day. And
Thank you.
that's it, 206 Lincoln Ave. Just want to give people a moment to play around if that's what they came for.
Gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a good
You could
evening.
have bought me breakfast, Sean. Tell Karen.
I don't know.
Tell Karen she could buy me breakfast.
I don't know. I sat on the fence there.
It was
for a
under
long time.
$25, so I think it's okay.
I was gonna send over a glass of water.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm staying.
All right, next up is on the petition of Brian Robertson, owners of property at 32 New Hall Street, lot number 39, plan number 3013. Seeking a special permit to build a one-story, 5x9 addition to a 12x8 two-story porch and stairs and a third floor addition, and variance for a pre-existing 13 front yard setback where 20 is required, and a pre-existing 10-yard setback where 15 is required. And the petitioner here represented by Mr. Maggie.
Mr. Chairman, members of the board, for the record, Attorney Richard Magnan with Office 194 Central Street here in Saugus, representing the owner and the petitioner, Brian Robinson, who's here with me to answer any questions that may be posed to him. The easiest thing is to make reference to the plot plan that was submitted with the application and the table to the right of the plot plan. Obviously, the plot plan shows the identified slight increase in the footprint, not very much at all. And the table to the right, again, shows zoning requirements, existing and proposed. You can see there's very slight variations, but as you know, this is a pre-existing non-conforming structure and requires a special permit from this board. The ultimate proposal, as you can see, after the initial work is done, is to add a accessory dwelling unit under the new statute, under the new Affordable Housing Act, which was part of Chapter 115 of the Acts of 2024, which makes this an accessory dwelling unit as of right in a single-family residential district, meaning your accessory dwelling bylaw is
Just a
perhaps...
little question, Mr. Maggie, because this is the first one we've had on that.
Yeah, I'm assuming you're gonna have,
I
you're
know
gonna
it's
have a lot
probably new
more.
to you too.
There's,
So it's gonna, you're gonna have the 2 units and put an accessory dwelling in there
yeah,
also.
right, correct. There's quite a bit,
Which I understand
material on
is
this.
allowed underneath.
Yes, yeah. I mean, I'm assuming you're gonna receive some information from town council or building inspector regarding this new ADU, which I think you're gonna see a lot of, both as additions to existing buildings such as this, and as separate buildings, albeit cannot exceed 900 square feet. But I would guess you're gonna see some of these coming, so I'm sure
The
town
5 foot, I
council.
think, is pretty heavy on those.
Yes.
Am I right?
Correct.
Look at Mr. Federico being a builder, he's a resident expert, I guess.
So,
In a different way.
I mean, that's the gist of the presentation. It's an operation of pre-existing non-conforming and requires a special permit with the variance for the existing, pre-existing setbacks on certain sides. With that, for any questions?
The parking seems to be, looks like you have 6 spaces.
Yes, so under your accessory dwelling bylaw, you would require 2 spaces per unit. Therefore, with the addition of a 3rd unit, you'd have to have 6 spaces. Under the ADU, not only would you only have to have 1 for accessory dwelling unit, if you're within half a mile of a transit bus stop, any type of mass transit, you don't have to have another parking spot, so
And that would
again,
be include just a bus stop?
Yeah, transit line.
yeah. So that's why I think you're probably gonna need a lot more information from town council as you go forward on some of these others.
But this has 6 spaces.
Yeah, this exceeds it, it
Right.
only requires 1 more.
And I know it was minor, but I'm looking at the plan, I'm just a little bit confused where the increase in the footprint is.
The back left corner.
Back left corner,
Square it off.
yeah.
Could you actually speak to that? What is that gonna be utilized for? Is that gonna be?
Kitchen.
Kitchen?
Yeah, just for the kitchen stove, just bumping it out a little
And the
bit.
decks that you're doing on the back of the house?
The decks are gonna be on the right side. There
Oh, the right
was existing one deck. I'm just going up one
And that's the
more.
meet egress requirements?
Correct.
And the ADU is gonna be in the basement?
Third.
Third, sorry.
Was a three-family.
It will be a two-family with an ADU.
Two-family with a,
With an ADU.
Yes.
But there's numerous other structures in the area that are either 2 or 3 families, multiple families, right in the immediate
Correct.
proximity.
Yes.
It's not like this is the only house. And the height of it is pretty comparable with at least 3 or 4 right on
Correct.
the same
It'll
street.
still be lower than the
Well,
house to the left of it.
and you're not increasing the height anyway, correct?
Are you removing the ridge off the house and going up?
Correct.
How many feet is the house?
The house, existing house is 28 feet, according to the table on the plan. The proposed height would be 34.5, which would be less than the 35 max under a single-family residential
So 6
district.
feet, roughly 5.5.
About 5.5,
34 feet, you said?
34?
34.5, as it says on the table.
And the roof structure, is it gonna be gable again, or a flat roof, or
It's gonna be 6 pitch.
6 pitch? Okay. You don't have any architectural drawings or anything like that, correct?
I don't know.
I imagine, I'm sorry. It's gonna, you're gonna design it to blend in with the rest of the neighborhood?
Correct, and I am going to get architectural drawings. They're being worked on now. The ADU is actually further down the road permit. Right now, I'm doing the other 2 units, the egress, everything, and then on my next permit is gonna be the ADU.
Is the building gonna be sprinkled?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it has to be. I've a guy working on a fire sprinkler plan. The whole building's gonna be sprinkled with the right line to go up to feed it. And everything, the state code has to be up to code.
A storage tank or capping off the main?
Storage tank, yes.
And then the parking in the back is tandem per the plan?
Correct. There's
Will they-
also 2 spots out front that don't show that are existent, so there's 8 spots
Is it gonna be assigned parking or just,
assigned.
sorry, Chris?
No worries. A couple of questions. First, it took me a minute to find out where your addition was going to be because it's already built. Is there a
Correct.
reason why it was built before you came here?
Carpenter error. Mike come out, said wait till we go to the board and then see what happens.
How much is it?
Just a rough frame.
That's the addition.
See the
So-
picture?
The addition isn't exacerbating the setback on the left side of the property line, and it's still meeting the requirements in the back. It's just extending the nonconformity further down the property line.
And on the rear parking spots, if I'm coming in, obviously from the street, those 2 spots closest to the house, if the other 4 are filled, are you gonna be able to get into those spots? It looks awfully tight.
Well, there's 30 feet, right?
Yeah,
So-
but if the 4 rightmost parking spots are full, then you're minus 20-plus feet there. It's hard to tell from this picture how tight it is, but I mean, it looks like you've got about maybe 6 feet to get a car through there if that front center parking spot is full.
You should that. You should that door open,
Yeah, we got,
you know, outside.
so between here and this is 30.9, right?
Yeah.
So what's a car, 7 feet? 7 feet wide?
I don't know. The spots are 9. and
Yeah.
People could put the car anywhere in the spot, right?
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to put a sign parking.
Right, but the car can still be anywhere in the spot.
Correct.
So you have 9, your left, it's hard to tell, it's really small, but your left front parking spot, you know, from the thing, wherever your porch is going to be here,
You're being, thanks.
that's awful tight.
Well-
I can't tell you how far it is, but it's clearly less than 9 feet.
Yeah, and there's also 2 spots, paved spots existing on the front of the house. But again, with the ADU for the third unit, I only need one spot because of the bus line, rather than being so close to the bus line.
Okay, it's not clear that there's 2 parking spots in front of the house. It just looks like there's some gravel there. Is that your intent, to put parking spots in the front of the house?
No, but they are there now. I was gonna put all the parking in the driveway tandem, so each person gets 2 spots, you know, one in front of the other.
Yeah, I get the intent of it, just, all I can do is eyeball it because there's no measurements here. It just doesn't look like you can get a car in there.
Yeah, right now, there's a dump truck and a dumpster, you know, back there, but, it's very deep.
The depth, sure, but the
Yeah.
depth isn't the issue, it's the width,
Correct.
right? Okay, so we can figure it out here. There's a, from the side property to your porch is 25.3 feet. The first 2 parking spots will take up 18 feet combined. So you've got 5.3 plus 2, you've got 7.3 feet there to get a car through. I don't know the exact width of a car, but that's pretty tight.
Compact cars?
Maybe. Maybe they drive a very large car.
Yeah.
I don't know if this makes any sense, Chairman. I'm not trying to get in the way of it. Because overall, I think it's, looking at what it looked like
Well, they might have to,
prior, I think it's gonna be a net improvement for the
Yeah,
neighborhood.
it was a disaster, as you know.
Yeah, I'm not trying to stop this, but the numbers are the
So,
numbers.
yeah,
so by law, I need 5 spots, correct? With the ADU.
Correct. But you could put it on the side of the driveway and just have 4 back there and have 1 or 2 over here along this side.
Yeah, or I could go 3 deep and they would just have to move a car. Also. You know,
I
because
think so, I think they need a clear spot, they need a clear path to the
It's supposed to
street.
be unobstructed.
Yeah.
Can't block them.
They're not enforcing it.
So,
So if you put 2 spaces over here, this right here,
so this is paved right here, these 2
Yeah.
spots now. That's what the
Yeah.
people use, because the driveway was full of sheds before and garages. And this is where they parked,
Yeah.
all in this area,
Put
which is still paved.
these 2 over here,
Yeah,
then you got it.
I could do that, that's not a problem.
Okay. So, Chris, you follow that?
No,
If
I
he
didn't hear.
moves these 2 spaces from the middle of the backyard alongside the driveway will still be 16 feet wide, even with the cars parked there. And he'll have space for the 2 cars, because he's got more than, well, it's 100 feet less 40, so he's got 60 less whatever the front is, 13. He's got like more than 40 feet to put 2 cars in this area of the driveway. That makes sense? You
On
follow
the
it?
other side.
You're saying 40 feet front to back?
Front to back, well, from, if you go in from the street, 13 feet. Okay? On the drive, where it says proposed driveway, go in 13 feet.
Yep.
You've got 100 feet on that side of the lot. If you take out 40 feet for the 2 parking spaces in the rear, okay, that gives you approximately 70 feet to put in 2 parking spaces on the side.
No, 47.
Sorry?
47 feet.
Okay, so 40, 40,
well,
So-
it certainly sounds like
all
they're gonna
right,
be able to fit
47,
5,
47 feet.
required
You-
5 spaces in there.
You
Yeah, I
got,
mean,
Either way,
you got more than enough room.
yeah.
So if
It's not a
we,
matter of- it's not, the room is not the problem. It's the access to the street. You have to have a clear path to the street. It's not the square footage, that's the problem.
But you still got the access.
Are you concerned about the tandem?
I'm not understanding what your point is here. Where are you proposing to put this one
Okay,
new?
see where it
You're
says
saying
100?
one spot, right?
See where it says 100 feet?
Yeah, on the right side.
Yeah. if you put 2 spaces there, okay? You've
Okay.
got approximately 45 feet for 2 spaces. And if they're 10 feet wide, the distance between that and the house is 26, 27 feet. So you'll still have a 16-foot wide driveway with 10-foot wide spaces there.
So what I was saying earlier, those are the existing parking where the people before parked, because the driveway had a fence in all structures, wooden sheds and motorcycle garages. So those spots are paved now, and that's where they've been parking, prior to me buying the house.
So if you put parking on the right side.
Yeah.
Up against the property line.
Yeah.
Now the 2 spots further back into the yard are obstructed to get to the road.
But you've still got space in between them.
So they're gonna have to back out and go around that car every day.
Well, what I'm saying is,
Well, there's-
they can go tandem, but there's 2 spots to the right of
8
the
or 10
porch
feet there.
against the house.
There's space for 2 spots, but you can't get there.
No, I'm speaking about the front of the house now, existing.
Oh,
There is,
okay, yeah.
so the people I bought the house from, that's where they parked. The whole driveway was fenced off and had sheds in it and all kinds of crazy structures that I cleaned
On
up.
the other side of the house, right? Is there parking on the other side of the house?
No, that's gonna be landscape lawn and put up a fence.
So Peter, you wanna eliminate the 2 spots, so if you're looking at the block of 6 spots, the 2 spots to the left, correct? And move them where it says 100 feet.
Yeah.
So at that point, you can actually center those spots more in the driveway, so then they don't even have to go around.
Good.
Right.
So, do you follow that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
So I would, essentially, you could, yeah, so if you take out the 2 spots on the block of 6 closest to the left side, you could center those 4, the 2 tandems, center it on the driveway or even cheat it towards the house, and then put 2 spots where the 100-foot mark is, and then they don't have to navigate around another car backing up.
There is a lot of parking. I mean,
Yeah.
like I said, between the dumpster, I have a machine there
Yeah.
and a big dump truck, and I'm still parking 2 pickups there every day, and there's plenty of room.
I think it just comes down to the technicality that you need clear access to the street, and that's,
Understood.
that falls on our,
I understand.
you know.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes,
Yeah, so you mentioned, that there was some construction in the back that had already happened, and the only reason I know is because Mr. Riley showed it to me.
Correct.
So you said it was a contractor error? I mean,
No, my carpenter got ahead of himself on the framing because the house was just falling apart. Every time, doing demo, we touched something was falling down and.
But how do you
there
get
was no
ahead of yourself and doing a structure without permits? There's a structure there,
The squid off back.
yeah,
It was a mistake my carpenter made while I wasn't around.
okay.
Yeah.
Just-
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got ahead of himself.
Big,
Yes,
yeah, that's
correct.
it. I mean, to start that is.
Yeah. But yeah, we stopped, I spoke to Mike, and Mike said, just leave it alone for now. If it does go through, just cut it off, cut the 9 feet off. I was away for the week, and he just got going on it, outside the scope of work till this got approved.
Stacy, you want to see it?
Yeah, no, Chris showed me.
I was
So,
gonna do
yeah,
an addition.
I just, I wouldn't
I was
have known
pricing
that.
an
I would
addition,
think that
I was gonna hold up a 2-story addition with 4 posts.
They were just trying to
Because I
frame
wouldn't
the
have known
outside
this.
of the structure.
Yeah.
There was an
It's a
indentation.
go, it's a go. Just
When you
ask.
go
No,
down
well,
the structure,
I would defer to
there
an
was a
engineer.
cutout,
Uh-huh.
okay?
Oh,
That
for the
was,
building.
whatever, 5 by
Yeah.
9 feet or
I'm
something.
just asking out of curiosity.
I mean, worst
Yeah,
case
5 by
scenario,
9 feet.
worst
They
case
was trying
scenario,
to
like,
square it off
ideally,
to
I'd
get the
like to
same
use a steel alley column
weather
if I were
touch.
building it, but
So, Mr. Chairman, might I suggest that if the board was inclined to grant this special permit, it would be conditioned upon a reconfiguration of the parking area to the satisfaction of the building inspector.
that would be fine. That's fine with you, Chris?
Yeah, it makes sense. I think it makes sense to move those back spots over a little bit.
Okay,
It's a good idea.
that would be fine.
every once in a while I get one.
That was okay with it.
Oh, yeah. This shows.
Yeah,
This vehicles in the driveway.
Yeah, yeah, I saw that. So there's a large vehicles.
Okay.
But, okay.
And as far as, and this is where they might for 13, 1 yard setback, those things, 10 yard, side yard
Yeah.
setback, those are pre-existing.
They all exist, yeah.
Why are they even there, I don't know. Which
This,
sometimes,
uh,
it cleans it up, I guess, so.
well,
I don't think
historically, this board has adopted variances for pre-existing non-conforming setbacks, and I never really understood
I don't
what the legal
understand.
basis was of that, because I think there's a decision that says you don't have to grant
All
variances
right,
for
we'll-
pre-existing
we'll-
non-conforming
We'll just make
setbacks.
it clean, we'll clean it up by granting this.
If I have a chance, I'll pull out the case and send it to
Yeah, I
somebody.
just don't think it's necessary, Mike likes to send those along.
Yeah. Maybe.
Um, Anyone in the audience for any comments?
Peter Milligan, Town Meeting Member Precinct 10. I think, Peter, you pointed out, this was the worst house on the street. And familiar with the street, the two houses to the right have each has two numbers on them. They're multis. This was a multi going back to 1910. You know, when you look at the criteria for granting a special permit, when, in the judgment of the board, the status of the neighborhood will be improved, no doubt the status of the neighborhood will be improved, because this is the worst house on the street, and probably be the best house on the street. I've known Brian for several years, and he has a house on the corner of Elm Street and Walnut by the Lyndhurst School, the gray three-family that's there. I'm sure you're all familiar with it. It was owned by Mr. Eisenhower.
Yeah.
And it's the gray one, and there was a fire in there,
Yeah.
and the workmanship that he does, the quality of his work, is the best. He really follows through on everything. If you saw the inside of this house, how people could live in there was beyond me. And they were parking out front. So I think this will improve the status of the neighborhood. He does everything that he says he's gonna do, and I would support you voting this tonight.
Do you plan on retaining the house?
Yes.
So, as Mr. Manugian said, I drive by your house on Walnut all the time, I live right down the street. You do keep your properties immaculate.
Thank you.
You do, as a contractor, I noticed the work is impeccable. I do think it is gonna be a huge improvement. I've done work on Newhall before. There's a lot of houses on Newhall, and that, as Mr. Manugian said, is probably the least desirable, so I look forward to seeing this completed, and I think the neighbors will as well.
I take pride in my properties, I take care of them, all the landscaping, I think needs to be done.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
He's up, just so you know, he gets up at like 6 o'clock in the morning, and he drives around to all his properties to pick up gum wrappers and stuff that blows.
Walnut Street nip bottles.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Every
trust me,
day.
I live right off of Walnut Street,
Yeah.
I'm well aware of that.
Constantly. We drink them and throw them on the lawn.
Yep.
Your motion to close the hearing?
Second?
And what would the board like, Mr. Rossetti?
Sure. On petition, Brian, 32 Newhall, lot 39, plan 3013, seeking a special permit to build a one-story, 5-foot by 9-foot, 9.3-foot addition, a 12 by 8 two-story porch, and stairs to the third floor addition. Grounds would be no more detrimental. There are other houses in the area that are very similar.
And the condition on the parking?
Condition would be
Mr.
that a new parking plan be submitted showing unobstructed parking.
To the satisfaction of the building inspector.
Yes.
Do I have a second to that motion?
Second.
All right. I'll call the roll. Mr. Rossetti?
Yes.
Ms. Cameron Durant?
Yes.
Mr. Riley?
Yes.
Mr. Federico?
Yes.
And I'm a yes myself. That's on the special permit, correct?
Okay.
Take the variances together.
Okay. On the variance, Variance for pre-existing 13-foot front side yard where 20 is required and a pre-existing 10-foot side yard where 15 is required. Both are pre-existing. It's the position of the structure on the lot and soil conditions. As you go further back in the lot, you're approaching wetlands. So that would be the grounds.
Second,
Second?
Mr. Riley seconds. And the roll on those, Mr. Rossetti,
Yes.
Ms. Herman Durant,
Yes.
Mr. Riley,
Yes.
Mr. Federico,
Yes.
and myself, I'm a yes. You're all set?
Thank you very much.
Thank you, good luck.
Good luck, thank you.
Rich, we're kind of lost down in, I'm kind of lost without a clerk,
Oh, yes.
so be patient with me. If you need anything, contact me directly. All right, if this is getting filed properly, or whatever, and I'll see that it is. All right?
Never can tell.
And you must be Mr. Parks.
Yes, I am.
Thank you for being patient all night. Stacy, would you like to read this?
Is this the Bogdan house?
Excuse me?
The Bogdan house?
No, I'm two houses
Just start here.
towards Revere, no, I'm sorry, 1, 2, 3
Yeah,
houses
you
from
could-
Revere,
The third one,
towards Revere, from him.
Okay.
Sorry, I've never,
on the petition of John and Diane Parks.
start up here then.
No,
No, just read it.
on the sheet.
Oh, on this, I'm sorry. I was overcomplicating it. On the petition of John and Diane Parks, owner of the property at 31 Whitney Street, Lot 7, Plan 2001, seeking a special permit to remove existing wood deck and rebuild with a larger 18-foot by 20-foot deck and a variance to continue the pre-existing 3.2 feet side yard setback where 15 feet is required.
Yes. Mr. Chairman,
Yes, Mr.
members of the board.
And you're, John Parks of 31 Whitney Street, Saugus, correct?
That's correct.
Okay,
I would like to get a variance so that I can basically construct the back deck 4 feet further in, I guess it would be west, basically away from my house. The right-hand corner will be approximately 3.5 feet from the boundary line. And I'm seeking a variance to allow me to do that. I was before the board, excuse me, 17 years ago to construct the existing deck and the back room that I have there, which that in itself I need a special permit for, because of the setback. And it was granted to me back 17 years. And basically it's just going to be a slight extension, 4 feet towards the backyard, from the back right-hand corner.
but it's saying it 3.2 would,
Approximately
yeah, you're
3.2.
just extending it down.
Yes.
Okay,
Sure.
looks pretty straightforward. Any questions from the board?
I was a little confused because I visited the property a few days ago and I took some pictures.
Oh, okay. So you're the one that showed up on my security camera?
Yeah. It looks like it was just built.
Yes. We were told that we could build it and be at risk. In case it wasn't approved, we would have to tear down that section that is not in compliance.
Okay, so you already have what you're looking for tonight. It's already built.
Yes.
Do you have a building permit for it?
So the
Yes, sir.
Okay.
the building inspector can issue a permit at risk, and they would acknowledge that if we ruled against it. They
Yeah,
would-
that's fine. I just want to make sure you have one.
Oh, yeah.
Right here.
Your word's good enough. Okay. Okay, understood.
All right, any other questions from the board?
Actually, I have a question for you, Mr.
Yeah.
Chair. So, my interpretation has been the rule of thumb has been that the fire department would like maneuverability down the side of the house, usually for 2 firefighters with apparatuses. Now, that's not feasible with the location of the house. How does that play? Do we have to take into?
It's already existing at 3.2,
Yeah,
Okay,
so it's no more detrimental than what's there.
okay,
Same as New Hall, just extended a straight line.
okay.
And I'm sure, sir, you know to keep that 3.2 open to fire.
oh, yes,
Can
yes.
get down there if any emergency.
It looks like in one of the
As a matter of
pictures-
fact, I've given the fire department my permission for them to go through my yard to get to the back property in case there's a fire in the woods back there. I've got a gate there,
Yeah,
Okay.
and they are aware of it.
that may have been me you saw on the security camera. I was back there.
Any other questions from the board?
AC condensed on the fence, is that?
Do I have a motion to close?
It's existing.
Okay. I'll make a motion to close.
Okay, and who would like to read it?
Anything. Oh, go ahead, Stacy.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Who made the motion?
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, number 3, just start reading it.
Oh, just this one? Okay.
Yeah, just start reading it.
Yeah, okay, on the petition of John and Diane Parks, owner of the property at 31 Whitney Street, lot number 7, plan number 2001, seeking a special permit to remove existing wood deck and rebuild a larger 18-foot by 20-foot deck.
Stop,
Yeah.
take the variance separately, so we stop there. And we'll vote on a special permit. And are there any conditions?
Grounds would be no more detrimental.
No more detrimental
Right.
than the existing.
Keep it open for the fire department.
Keep it open for the fire department, I think that's about it. Do I have a second to that motion?
Second.
Okay, and Mr. Rossetti?
Yes.
Ms. Herman Durant?
Yes.
Mr. Rowley?
Yes.
Mr. Federico?
Yes.
And myself, I'm a yes. Now on the variance stays.
Okay.
And a variance,
Okay, just starting your variance.
yeah,
And a variance to continue a pre-existing 3.2 feet side yard setback where 15 feet is required.
and same conditions that were on the special permit. And do I have a second on that?
Second.
Grounds for that are gonna be the lot size, the size, shape, topography, and soil conditions.
Yeah.
Okay, just so that you know.
Okay. And do I have a second to that?
Second.
That's seconded. And Mr. Rossetti?
Yes.
Ms. Stacy Durant?
Yes,
Herman Durant, I'm getting all mixed up.
I know.
I'll learn your names soon, I gotta look at it every
Hey,
time.
I'll answer it.
Chris Riley, please?
Yes.
Mr. Federico?
Yes.
And I'm a yes myself. You're all set.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Congratulations, good luck.
Thank you. Y'all have a good weekend.
Thank you.
Sorry, I
too.
thought you were asking about the address.
So we have a couple of motions we still have to go through. One is we want to meet next Thursday of the 14th here at 7 o'clock. What? Planning board's here.
Check the town schedule.
All right, thank you. We'll meet at the library.
Next
And-
Thursday, the 4th, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
7 o'clock, and we'll meet at the library. And I will call, it's another thing for me to do tomorrow is call the library. Okay,
That form will go to the senior center or something.
what?
If that's not available,
If that's not available, we'll figure out something else, but let's hope the library, I don't see any reason why it wouldn't be. Well,
We did call him and figure
what? We'll go to Kowloon's upstairs. We're still on tape, so, no, talk on that. Was there something else we had to motion?
Wait a minute. Yeah. Second. I think that was it, but
All right, do I have a motion to close?
Motion to close? So moved?
Is that so moved?
Second.
Yes.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We're all set. Good night, people.